Can I just state that being an itinerary warrior is probably one of the most stressful things you can do on a trip? Like, why on earth am I awake at 4:30 on the way to another city? Now, mind you, this city is 6 hours away from where the resort is. Is it worth it? Let's find out. On the itinerary today, I'm visiting Luxor, one of their ancient cities, which houses Karnak Temple, Valley of Kings, Valley of Queens, the Nile, and some other really cool places. So I'm in a group of 8 people with a tour guide just to put us through and show us exactly what we're looking at, because a lot of these things are abstract without guidance. First things first, registration and collection of tickets, and then we headed out to see what we came to see. And bruh, the sun was not playing. So from here, the tour guide would do most of the talking. Enjoy.
In front of the Bible, we can see the Avenue of Sphinx that take a shape like a ram head, symbol of the god Ammon, the main god here, body of a lion, and between each one, we will see small statue for the king Ramses II who built this avenue. I told you before that the Avenue of Sphinx connected Karnak Temple with Luxor Temple, but not the two. The avenue that connected the two temples after the seventh pylon inside the temple. So why they put Avenue of Sphinx here? For two reasons. The first reason, to decorate the entrance of the temple, and the second reason, that the avenue here takes the shape like the god, so the god can protect the entrance. By the way, this temple in the ancient times was near the Nile, so the flood destroyed a lot of buildings, but also we have a lot, because this temple is the biggest temple in Egypt. Also, by the way, this temple called the Karnak Temples, not Karnak Temple, because inside this temple we have a lot of temples. Okay? Come to see the temple?
Now, this place was slightly underwhelming, and by underwhelming, I mean it was nowhere near the pictures and videos I saw before going to Egypt. It was nowhere.
So look here, Ramses. Here we can see the Avenue of Sphinx, ram head, body of a lion, and here we can see small statue for the king Ramses. In the left side here, we have 3 shrines, about 1, 2, 3. These 3 shrines dedicated to the holy gods for the god. They put the altars here outside. We usually see the altars inside the sanctuary. But just to know that in the ancient times, it's not allowed for the common people to be inside the sanctuary. Only the high priest and the king. So if anyone wanted to pray and offering offers to the god, they can put all the offers here. After that, the high priest can take all the offers from here and offer it to the god. Then, look to this sphinx. It's made of alabaster stones, and by the way, this stone is only here in Luxor. We'll see this stone later. It represents the head of the king, Tutankhamun, body of a lion, and in front of him, he holding a small offering table. After that comes Ramses II. He had about 122 daughters and sons. It consists of 134 columns. So it is the biggest one. You saw the movie The Mummy before?
Yeah, the mummy.
It was inside here.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. There were a lot of obelisks. Do you know the obelisk? Like the pencil? So that's the obelisk made of only one piece. All of that one piece. The obelisk from Aswan to here by using a huge boat. The obelisk is about 20 meters high. Also in the ancient times was covered by a sheet of gold.
Can I just quickly say that I felt safe on the way to the city, like completely safe. I think it's one of the perks of booking a tour guide with transportation.
Here we can see the altar. If you look to the ceiling, it's like the sky, blue colors full of stars, because it's a holy place, so you can see the sky.
What do you call it again? Holy of what?
Holy of Holies.
Holy of Forest, or the sanctuary, yeah. Scarab, yeah. The beetle. The scarab in the ancient times was symbol of good luck. And now you will see a lot of tourists that walking around the scarab. The last part of the temple, the scarab, symbol of good luck, there. So if you have any wish from the god, do a wish first in front of the statue. After that, walk around the statue for 7 hours.
You know, I actually thought this was like the whole river Nile until the tour guide said, no, this is just the part of it that was drained to be close to the temple. One thing that bothered me so much is how these columns were constructed and who constructed them. I'm led to believe that they were probably giants in those days. I'm also curious to know how this place must have looked before the flood. I'm sure it must have been so beautiful. When I was booking this tour, I did not realize that it came with meals, but do I appreciate a good brunch or lunch? Definitely. Up next on the tour is Valley of Kings.
They asking him about his previous life. So, if all of them raise up the key of life, that means he was a good man and he will go to the paradise. But if all of them didn't raise it up, that means he was a bad man and he will not go to the paradise. He takes the heart of the dead man and put it in a hand of a scale, and in the other hand he puts the feather of Ma'ad. So if the heart, that means he was a bad man. After that came or Hum, god of punishment. His name means eat, with a head of crocodile and a body of a hippo, jump and swallow the heart. But if the feather was more heavier than the heart, that means he was a good man. After that, accompany the dead man into the paradise. In the paradise here we have 3 famous gods. Here we finally here we can see he write everything about the dead man in hieroglyphic letters. So this is the final judgment. Okay? And by the way, they usually put 2 huge statues for the god Anubis in front of the tomb. So Anubis considers the bodyguard of the mummy inside the tomb. And here we can see the high priest wearing the mask of Anubis, god of mummification. And he put the dead man on the mummification bed. After that, he was take out the brain from the nose by using a tool like a hook. And then he make a hole. Internal organs except the heart. So do you know why he left the heart inside the body?
The judgment day.
For the judgment, yeah. For the final judgment. Then he was the body and put the body inside natural salt to absorb all the liquid from the body to be dry. After that, he was put some liquids inside, but till now, we don't know. It is the secret of mummification. After that, he was put some kinds of oils and some kinds of perfumes. So to know the face of the king, they and put the mummy inside the tomb and put all the internal organs inside. Anyone died, after he completed 40 days, we celebrate. The Christians celebrate inside the church and the Muslims inside the mosque. But it's all the habit because the mummification was taken 40 days. By the way, Cairo, Old Kingdom, Luxor here, Middle Kingdom and the New Kingdom. So it's different. So in the ancient times, in the Old Kingdom, most of the ancient Egyptians or the kings and the queens were dig the tomb under the pyramids. So it's a huge building, so anyone can know that the king will dig his tomb under the pyramids. So most of these pyramids were stolen. can see some treasures and some flowers.
So that's the king.
Inside the Egyptian Museum now. And this year they discovered the 3. So 64 and 3, that means we have 67 tombs. Every year they open only 10 tombs. And the next year they close it and open another 10 to protect the colors. So we usually see the king, he put cobra above his head, and also the king was holding a royal stick, takes the shape like cobra. So cobra, royal sign.
That was.
This Nefertari, the wife of the king Ramses II.
Okay, wife of the King Ramses II.
The wife.
The wife. What of this?
This is statue for Tutankhamun, the head of Tutankhamun.
Okay.
Oh gosh, so hot.
It's about 25 years, and this is the only tomb inside the valley that converted into a church. So after the entrance on the right side, you will find the Coptic scenes that represent Sam Maurice, the Coptic letters, and the cross sign. Also inside the funerary chamber, the last part on the ceiling, you will find the goddess Nut when she swallows the sun disk in the afternoon to reborn it in the morning. Okay? This is the tomb. Take a pictures. If you saw any picture and you want to ask me, take a picture, and when you come back, ask me. Okay? Don't forget, you will give your ticket for the man inside, and he will make a hole. And don't forget, you can take a pictures, but without flash.
Rams. On entry, I genuinely realized the importance of having a tour guide. If you've seen the mummy and gods of Egypt and you're in doubt if those things really happened, oh well, here's your answer. My impression of this place would have been different if I didn't hear the background story. What do you think of this place? Let me know in the comment section. Vacation is supposed to be for resting. Vacation is supposed to be for resting, and I'm doing the exact opposite.
Most famous kings for 2 reasons. The first reason that this tomb inside the valley is the only tomb that we discovered a lot of gold. More than 500 pieces made of pure gold. The second reason that make it very famous because Tutankhamun was the son of the king Akhenaten. Who is Akhenaten? Akhenaten was the only king in Egypt who decided to worship to only one god, not a lot of gods. And he called his new religion Aton. Aton, it is the source of the sun. But the priests and the people who were live here, they worship to the god Ammon. They refused the new religion, only 18 years. His mummy inside, you found his mummy. It's not huge because he died very young, only 18 years, okay? Come to visit the biggest one, Ramses III, then Ramses I, and the last one, the extra one, Tutankhamun, who take extra.
Was hastily adapted for his burial. Only the burial chamber was painted, depicting scenes of his journey into the afterlife. Now, over 3,000.
Here. That's why they were buried.
This one too.
Who do us like this? This is deep. Kilo day. How many floors? Damn. Should be they say it did not live long.
He was the beginning of the last.
Basalt stone, green, gray, brown, red, pink, granite. Okay, and the blue one, lapis, some kind of stone called lapis. Our next stop now will be the place that make the statues, and there you will see all the stones that were used to make the colors. Also here in Luxor we have one stone that only here, no place else. It's called alabaster stone. Alabaster, it's a kind put it under any source of light, it became very shiny. Also, if you put it under any source of heat and you touch it, it's very cold. So it's very different here. So the ancient Egyptians were used these stones to make the statues and also to make the canopic jars. Do you remember the canopic jars?
Yeah.
That they put the internal organs inside?
Yeah.
So they prefer this kind of stones. Why? Because they keep the internal organs is very cold, and of course the tomb inside is very hot.
This is rose granite and grey granite will be two kinds of stones. Also you have limestone.
Granite.
This
Alabaster. What's that one?
So look at these people how will make a vase for alabaster. So this one from different size of fires to get a nice shape of the vase for alabaster stone. So this one should be finished vase. This by machine.
Oh, it's heavy.
Handmade, white or brown color for alabaster. It's about the imitation of basalt stone, something from the street. So the basalt stone still grey color.
Control.
Hello.
Hello.
So follow me from there, please. What under the light?
Okay.
What you say?
Wow.
Still sleep. I did nothing. This is your last chance, brown.
Wow.
So now we start to say اطفى عندك يا فتح الله. اطفى عندك يا جحش.
Wow. This is lovely.
Let's phosphorus smoke. So thank you for listening.
And that was
Now
short. At this point, I was exhausted. Like, I was tired of listening to her speak. Oh my god, this is too much information for one day. A round of applause for an organization that can take initiative to use Apple Pay.
When people who were making excavations here, they will live inside this house. But now this house is empty, no one inside, because all the excavation became by Egyptians. If we look inside the mountains here, we can see a lot of holes. All of that tomb for the nobles.
So the entrance of this place is a bit, apart from the fact that it's aesthetically pleasing, I'm still like, okay. Imagine being buried in this kind of place. Which is this where they bury nobles, teachers, lawyers. Imagine if I was Egyptian, as I'm a nurse like this. Does it mean I'll be buried here?
Unfortunately, one of the side effects of being under the sun is drinking water, yeah? And the side effect of drinking too much water is using $1 toilet. I found that ridiculous, but it is what it is.
Elle a un bébé dans le ventre, doucement.
Was the day trip worth it? It was absolutely worth it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.